Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Wanted to bring you guys a new series where I go into IndexPDX in Portland, Oregon, and show you guys basically just my top 5 sneakers that they have for sale in the store that I just choose randomly every month, and then I showcase them and give you guys the link to their website if you guys want to check out any of the sneakers that you guys see available. They do have available on their website. Check out this wall of craziness right back here. But I just chose like random 5 sneakers, and let's go ahead and get into it. The first one I wanted to show you guys are these guys right here. This is kind of a crazy flight, not one you see very often, definitely an old school feeling. I don't know this shoe from like when I was a kid or anything like that, but it gave me that kind of nostalgic feeling of like an old Nike Air Flight shoe, and you can see it's like brand new, and 280 I think is what they're asking for it, and you can see it's called the Sonic Flight High. I like the flight tongue. I mean, it just reminds me of the Pippin era and stuff like that, way back in the day, the flight lights and stuff. But yeah, I don't know a lot about it. This one in particular, I just thought it was a really rad shoe that they had in their store. Moving on, this isn't one that I've still wanted in my collection. I still don't have it, but it was one that I wanted to show you guys. Just the China LeBron 9s. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, but I really, really dig this colorway. I think over a period of time, this one's going to be one people are going to be looking for, as well as myself, to try to find these in good shape. Or I prefer dead stock, but definitely a dope shoe. Moving on, this is like a LeBron 3 remix, I believe it was called. And I just chose this one randomly because it was a dope looking sneaker, and I love the black patent leather on this this model. I don't know the price. I'm pretty sure it's an expensive shoe because it was like ultra limited and not easy to get. So some of these I'm showing you guys are just GR. Some of them are really quite fancy little sneakers, and these are one of the ones on the fancy side. But anyway, definitely a cool shoe, I thought, that I wanted to conclude in this video. And then moving on to the next shoe, one of the shoes that I never got back in the day that I always just want is the Eggplant Foamposite, but I want it in a like DS shape. I mean, there's so many of them that are thrashed out there, but now that the hype of the foams have kind of dropped a little bit, it's probably more affordable, but just a sexy shoe in my opinion. One of the originals that kind of set it off for the Foamposites in kind of that era. A very dope shoe, and one that I figured I'd show you guys here. And then let's go ahead and move on to the next one. There's another little slow pan right there of the sneaker. The next one is just mind blowing. This thing is insane. These LeBrons are dope as hell, and I don't know the backstory of these sneakers at all, but these denims are just insane, and the quality on these look wild, and I'm not sure what happened. I know it wasn't ever released or anything like that, but the just shoes look amazing. And to boot, like these ones in particular, the buyer had these ones. That's because it's a consignment shop. Check out the tag in there. That is a Goodwill tag. That does say $30. They got these from Goodwill, dude. That's like the ultimate like steal from Goodwill ever. The price tag on these are really hefty, but leather lined, and like it's just a sick colorway, and it's kind of a fitting one considering in the upcoming weekend here we have the new ones coming out, the LeBron 11s. But these ones are just a bonus one I'm throwing in, and this is some Prestos, but this is from the Earth, Wind, and Fire versions, and these are the Earths, I guess. I have never seen these before ever. They look insane. The material on them are just crazy different, and it actually says, and they're numbered right there, 257 out of 300 and whatever. And then on the back of them, it actually says Earth as well, as you'll see here in a second. But really crazy Prestos, dude. Right there, it says Earth on the back. I got to see what the other ones look like. I've never seen them, never looked. But I've always been a fan of the original Prestos like that back in the day. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to summarize the video and show you guys some of the heat that they have on the main wall behind the glass. The people at Index are just dope people. Really cool shop. Consignment shop. If you're local, you can bring them your stuff and sell them, and they'll take a percentage. But they turn over a lot of sneakers, and they do a great job. Also, check the description to a link to their website, and you can check out all of the sneakers. Sometimes they do random giveaways as well. I've seen them do it 3 or 4 times now, where they just say, "Hey guys, follow us on Instagram or whatever," and then on Instagram they'll or on the website they'll just randomly launch or drop a size of a sneaker, and it will just be free, and you can check it out. And like they do crazy stuff like that. So definitely a really cool shop, and love what they're doing. There's those remixes in there, and those denims as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this, and I thought you guys would enjoy this series. I think it'll be a fun one going forward, and I'll just do kind of a top 5 every month. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.